Hello, good morning, everyone. Yes, this is Sterling Talks. Welcome back from Firewalker Pictures. Our good friend Maureen was just talking about this. You were on with us before, and it's so good to have you back. How are you? Hi.
Hi, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, so I was leading the bid to buy Dumbarton Studios post BBC's announcement that River City was ending, and it ended up being sold to a alternative offer, which obviously was disappointing. And let's see. But yes, moving on, I think. The idea of a studio is really to bring people together and create this hub of creativity and opportunity for people working in the industry. So, to some extent, this is what we've been doing for the last 2 years. This will be the third edition of the Scottish Screenwriters Festival, which is a space where for 2 days, really there's no gatekeepers. So we'll create a program of Oscar winners and BAFTA winners, along with like grassroots filmmakers, and putting all this in a crucible of creativity and business. And yeah, the idea is that people can have access and chat and create hopefully the next step in their career.
Well, and let me just say, with when we had you on before, we did have high hopes and all that, but I'm a big believer in if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. And from everything since then, it looks like you're just upwards and onwards, and I'm so excited for this. Now, for the people listening, obviously they can't see this, and we're going to talk about something which you know about because we all watch things on our phones these days. Now, I've got a background in radio, but did a lot of TV as well. And for us, whenever we get a video from someone, out, we're live on location and they've shot a video for us, it was very frustrating on TV because it was always vertical and on TV, and so you want stuff the other way. And we'd have all the things, and you know how all that goes. Well, people are embracing the vertical now, watching things. And I think we're like, well, you're going to watch it vertical. Let's just do it vertical. And you've got something coming up with that, right?
Yes. Well, so I've been closely seeing sort of that trend and how it went for the last about 2 years. And what's really interesting, John, is that it creates its own kind of format and its own storytelling. So one of the things that we've seen really sort of have a stellar like upward trajectory is microdramas, so vertical microdramas. So all these apps have kind of flourished, and one of them, some of the big ones are Real Shorts and Drama Box, and usually based in the Silicon Valley or roundabouts. And yeah, so they are all about the volume, and they're all about, so microdrama, what I mean by that is basically 50 to 70 episodes of 90 seconds each. Right. And shot vertically so that you can actually, yeah, scroll and just like, swipe on your phone. So, from what I understand, the major demographic for this is North America, middle-aged women, upwards of 40, and China, believe it or not. And
Wow.
so those are the two poles right now producing a lot of that content. And I know in the industry sometimes content is a dirty word, but there's an audience, and right now when things are definitely changing in the TV world and in the way that people watch and consume, and with BBC also announcing that it might stop the broadcasting on the main channels by 2030. It's just around the corner. So clearly everyone's kind of exploring digital first, and what that means, and how you then come up with, like, make sure you transmit your message to the people you want, to the audience, to the people you want watching. So there's micro dramas. It's mostly romance, and some of the apps are starting to explore crime as well. So it's definitely an ever evolving, it's not even microcosm anymore. It's kind of getting macro. But so there is currently, what's interesting is there is currently no apps like that based in the UK, but there are projects made for the apps elsewhere in the UK. So I connected with a director who made the Pride and Prejudice adaptation for Real Shorts, believe it or not. So like 50 to 70 episodes of like 90 seconds each of Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet. And it is quite something. And I just think, in terms of like sustainability in the industry and sustaining a creative career and everything, I think what's interesting is the volume that they're just requiring can potentially kickstart that kind of sustainability in the industry. And all the kids graduating from media studies right now, and all of the people just that River City just not fired, but you know what I mean, like that, just
Yeah, it
all the
ended.
people coming out of River City. I think this is a really interesting alternative to explore. So we are, through the Scottish Screenwriters Festival, launching an initiative called Vertical Scotland, where we are bringing some of those LA-based platforms, and the community will have a chance to pitch their projects to each of the platforms.
And I love this because, and what I want you out there, listeners, taken from this is it's something that you may have slightly seen a little bit. It's a wave and it's coming, and as many things, North America, not just me, coming over here, and it is coming, and it may seem at first to be a bit, oh yeah, I don't really embrace it a bit, give it a chance, because what you're saying there is people watching it on the phone. You can kind of do that as you're waiting for the train or on the train or whatever, and this is how people watch it. It feels to me like this is something where the filmmakers are going to where the audience is, which I
Mhm.
think what you're saying is that, adapting to where the audience is. This is what you do. This is my art. If they want to watch it this way, let's give them what the people want. Now, I got to say, seeing Mr. Darcy in little 90-second clips at first seems a bit odd to me. And at first you're like, oh, well, this is for all the young kids on the phone. They're not watching it. It's people our age that are watching this in other parts of the world, so it's coming. So I love that you're doing this. You mentioned something real quick. I want to talk a little bit more about the event and the festival and all that that's coming up, because I think that there's really kind of a groundswell for all of this now, and not just on the vertical side, which is new, but to tell everybody more about that. What should they know?
Oh, for the Scottish Screenwriters Festival. So yeah, this is the third year, and I'm actually just, rolling with it. And actually, right now, what's really interesting is, so we went for a different venue. So far we've been at the Dakota Hotel in Euro Central, which I thought was very nice and accessible. But consistently, the feedback was that a lot of people don't drive. And like if you don't drive and everything. So we relocated to dead central, Glasgow's Grand Central Hotel, the Voco Hotel, which is literally on top of the station. So very central. And already we see, I think between that and the fact that we've already announced we're 4 months out, and we've already announced like some great headliners. Like there is we're 10% sold out right now, which is incredible. Um, so we're having Scott Frank, which is quite incredible. It just the stars aligned. So he's the headliner. He's the sorry. He's our headliner, but he's the showrunner for Department Q, which has been one of the most watched shows on Netflix. It's been huge. And so they're coming back for the way we had we got him is because he'll be in Scotland shooting series two. And it's an adaptation from a book series. There's potentially 10 books. So potentially he'll spend some considerable amount of time in Scotland. And
If
so I
you haven't
really
seen Department Q, if you haven't seen that, and I know we're on the radio, and I'm supposed to stay listen to the radio, but go watch it. It is so good. It's so well done. And to have someone like that sign
Mm,
on to this so early out, yeah, you said you're just starting to sell out. This is going to sell out because as soon as people start hearing about this, they just want to go and be in the room because it's such a cool thing, and maybe get a little preview of season two. I know
yeah.
that's why I would like to come and hang out right there. So that's pretty big, and that's the
Yeah.
big that's the main one. But you've got lots of other for people that are in the industry or wanting to get into the industry. You've got lots
Yeah.
of other panels and events and all that.
Yeah.
Really, it's a wide spectrum all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, so the other so usually the way we run these things is yes, so obviously he's the headliner, but there'll be people from grassroots community filmmakers if you like. We've got one who's actually also the stars lined up because he's about to release his debut feature on the 18th of September. It's called Premature. I don't know if you've seen that online, but he's starting the campaign. You'll see it in the showcase cinemas, like the trailers, I think will start playing before some films and stuff. It's a quirky romantic comedy from what I gather. And so his name is Kevin Walls. He is the writer director. I believe he directed it. Yes, and he will be there. So it's really about showcasing the scope of what's possible in Scotland right now, what's happening in Scotland right now. So yes, we'll have panels, we'll have how-to sessions, like how to write the next horror film. And hopefully, I mean, the main thing that we've been doing for the last 2 years is really pitching, because that's really where, the next step can really happen. And I always really focus on people being able to take like a practical takeaway from the festival. So it is not just another industry gathering where, there'll be people are talking at you. The idea is really, so we had one of the things that I love and that I really want to replicate this year is the elevator pitch. So at the Dakota Hotel, we just every lunch breaks, we would put one exec every 10 minutes, a different one every 10 minutes, in the lift, and people would queue up, and you had from the ground floor to the third floor, back down to the ground floor to pitch your idea, and kind of make a kind of connection, and have the person's business card or something so that there could be an email, etc. But I think it's fun, but it's also for like a minute and a half, you've got somebody who could actually open up the next step in your
You got a
career
chance.
right there.
You
Exactly.
got your foot in the door. Here's your chance. Take it. What I love about that though is even oh, give me your elevator pitch. You're literally doing it in an
It-
elevator. I mean, it's and how cool is that? Where you're like, and you line up, and here's your chance, kid. Go or whoever. So I love that you're doing that. So that just kind of just shows you it's going to be fun. You're going to learn a little bit. You'll definitely be entertained. If you've got something you want to pitch, there's something there. Another thing I was just thinking as well that you said right there, this might be something as well for some people from these from the local, tourism areas and also some of the councils as well to get in on this because if you'd love for something to be filmed where you are, your location, if you've got some locations that you'd like to, get out there, this might be something for you.
100%. Especially I think these spaces will become a lot more valuable, especially I don't want to get into the whole controversy of it because also I have very strong feelings about it. But do you know that the Edinburgh TV Festival might no longer be in Edinburgh?
Right.
So, like, as that space potentially disappears from the Scottish landscape, I think it will be like spaces where we can um, where industry can bump into community and vice versa will be like that permeability that creates opportunities and the real ecosystem meeting I think will be really interesting
I think
and
it's
valuable.
authentic. Like it's an authentic way. I hear what you're saying about that maybe going away. But this is an authentic way for people to still make those connections. So I love that you're doing that and all of this. And I'm just so excited for everything. We just had with our friends at Creative Sterling. We just had an event here, just outside the studios here where we had some young people come in and meet some film and TV people and everything like that. It went really, really well. This event that you've got going on is that like times 100. So I love this. I cannot wait. If people want to find out more for whatever reason, how should they go about doing that?
Yeah, so socials right now we're just refurbishing the website, but socials are the best way to engage. So on Facebook, Scottish Screenwriters Festival, on Instagram, Scottish Screenwriters Fest, on TikTok, even though I'm still very much, I've got the training wheels on for TikTok, but yeah, Scottish Screenwriters Fest as well. And I'm just an email away, Maureen at firewalkerpictures.co.uk.
We'll have that linked
So
up on our socials. But Maureen, as a friend, you've got to get your website going.
I
Come on,
know.
get going. Help me out here.
I know this is, it's yeah, it's
It's
one
a
of those things
process.
that as a creative
She's a
wearing multiple
film
hats.
person, not a website person. Give her a break. It's okay.
Thank you. But I
It's all
hear
right.
you. It's coming.
So we're gonna definitely gonna check in with you between now and then. We'll have you linked up on our socials, just like we did last time. So this is gonna be great. I'm so excited for this. Again, Firewalker Pictures. Just Google that, look it up. You'll find the festival and all that kind of good stuff. Always great to have you here with us, and looking
Thank you for
forward to
having me
chatting
again.
again. Okay, good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Go to the movies, go to the festival, all kinds of good stuff. Again, we'll have that linked up. This is Sterling Community Radio, Sterling Talks. My name is Wilson, and we'll be back.